Merry Christmas, everyone! Disney has dropped a short video on Buddy, the new, apparently female robot for Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin, so I've decided to take a deep dive into that video and see if there's any extra hints at what Buddy will have to offer us. Since this video released Christmas morning for most areas around the US, let's watch the video before moving on.
Buddy is the most optimistic and encouraging friend that you can imagine having. She's here to make sure that we are as confident in our skills as she is in us. We're here inside of Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin next to Buddy, our newest friend here inside the attraction. She is a support bot at Star Command. She's helping us get ready for our mission, making sure our blasters are fully calibrated, making sure our star cruisers are ready to go, and giving us an opportunity to get a little target practice in before we head out. Buddy going into this attraction means that she's going to be part of Toy Story, which is obviously really exciting. We're thinking about the fun of this attraction, we're thinking about families coming in, and then lastly we think about what we want people to feel. We put all that together. In this case, we came up with this idea of this sort of like youthful kid energy trapped in this big robot body. So Buddy has this feeling of play, this feeling of make-believe, this feeling of going on an adventure with your hero at the very beginning of the attraction, because that's what she's doing, just like you guys are. I can't wait for guests to meet her.
Now, something I want to make sure to point out is that, once again, Disney has changed the colors of the Space Ranger emblem. However, this color scheme on Buddy is way more accurate to the Buzz Lightyear Star Command TV series and Toy Story, which also makes it a vast improvement over the emblem at the exit of the ride and the one found in Woody's Roundup Barbecue. It's even more accurate to the movies than the Buzz animatronic and the queue, and the front of the ride vehicles, both old and new. Throughout the video, you can actually see various equipment around Buddy, and while it might be a bit of a stretch, it does feel like a reference to XR from Buzz Lightyear Star Command, as he was a robot that had a wide array of tools throughout the series to help Buzz and the rest of the team. Honestly, his blaster from the movie, aka the first 3 episodes, does kind of look similar to the new one for the ride, especially right here. On the wall behind Buddy is a blueprint that shows Star Command and Planet Z as seen in the show. Star Command was also added to the ride's mural back in 2022, so this change makes a cohesive design between the queue, load, and now the first room of the ride. While the "if you had wings" reference has been pointed out since the concept art originally released, Disney did also make sure to point out the reference in this video, so they're apparently very proud of that. Which kind of makes sense with Buzz Lightyear not really having reference to it before. This is also our first proper look at the new Z targets in place, and those look fantastic. Especially since the last time we saw them, they were just set up on stands for testing before the ride closed. For about half a second, we got a glimpse at the second room of the ride, where the new targets are also starting to be put into play. Based on the angle and lighting, it's hard to see more than a few of the batteries hanging from the ceiling, but it is nice to get a peek at some of the rest of the refurb. And speaking of peaks, the last thing of note is that the ceiling has been changed to look like the concept art. You can make out the green arch during certain angles, especially towards the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. All in all, it seems like this refurb is moving incredibly quickly, and I'm really hopeful for the end result. I think it is a great little Christmas surprise for Disney to post this today, and it just looks so good. The timing of this actually works out quite well for me, since I'm still working on the Magic Band Plus update video, so be on the lookout for that in the next few days. I am quite interested to hear what your thoughts on Buddy and the rest of the Space Ranger Spin refurb are, and especially the changes to the first room, as I feel like that one always kind of gets shafted compared to the rest of the ride. So comment those and make sure to like and subscribe while you're doing so. Anyways, thanks again, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!